Hello and welcome to Angel's Wisdom with Jane Francis. This is your monthly reading for the month of March, the third month of 2025. And the number 3 is all about using your creativity to help you march forward, to help you expand, to help you grow, and to focus on the changes that happen as a result of this expansion, as a result of your growth. Number 3 is also about family. So pay attention to your family and what needs come up for your family and how you can work with that. Now, our first card is going to be from the Word Oracle. And I'm going to just show you one of these cards. This is a tarot deck, and so it will name in the center, in the white center, I think it's white the whole way through, yeah. And in the white center, it will name the card, but then all the words that go around it. Your job is to see the very first word that your eyes are drawn to. And then I want you to pick a second word. And it could be because of the color, it could be because of the length of the word, short or long, whatever draws you to that word, just honor that. Do not judge it, because there are some negative words in here, like the word toxic, or for instance, skeptical, or stealth, or nervous. So you don't want to judge what word you are drawn to. Know that your soul is going to draw you to a word for a reason. So you're going to want to just keep track of that word and apply it to the information that comes up in the rest of the reading, or apply it to this month and pay attention to what that means for you. All right, so we're going to choose our card. Remember, you're going to choose the first word that your eyes are drawn to. And then you're going to choose a second word and pay attention to that. I'm going to put the deck down before we reveal the card. There you go. Pay attention to those two words. They're going to have some impact on you this month. And you're going to apply it to the rest of the things. Now, Steward of Swords, I'm just going to talk a bit about that. That usually represents the queen energy in the suits. And this is the queen of thought. And so as the queen of thought, you are going to want to use your intuition to apply the two words that kind of spoke to you and use them to help you throughout this month. Next, we're going to get a tarot card. Let's see what your angels want you to know about the month of March. 2 of Swords. Okay, so we're in the same suit as our queen, our Steward of Swords. We're in the same suit, so we are in the suit of thought, the suit of intellect. And this card represents the number 2 is all about making a decision. It's about, how can I decide? Both of these thoughts seem to be valid thoughts. Both of these thoughts I'm holding on to, and I can't see, because I have a blindfold over my eyes, I can't see which is the better one for them. So your job is to pay attention to, where is it that you are not able to make a decision? Where is it that you are struggling with choosing between this or that? So either take the blindfold off so that you can see what decision to make, or this is a reminder for you to go within, to allow your inner voice to speak to you, to allow your gut instincts to tell you which is the choice for you. Now, one of the things you do want to know is that when you make a choice, when you make a decision, you always have the ability to choose again. Very rarely are you stuck with holding on to one decision and not being able to make a change with it. I'm moving those down because this next card is going to run into my angel head. All right, let's get a Healer's Dream Oracle card and see what else you need to know about the month of March, because already You have two cards in the suit of thought, and one is inviting you to make a decision. One is inviting you to go within and learn more about what is going to bless you. And next we have family healing. Oh, isn't that interesting? Especially since in the month of March, with 3 being the month of family, and you get family healing. Isn't this a beautiful mandala filled with flowers? And flowers remind you that as your family is blooming and growing and shifting and changing, you need to see the beauty in those changes, in those shifts, in whatever needs healing. Now, what's coming up for me is because we have so much pink in the flowers, is that's about not only self-love, but also unconditionally loving the family. And that includes our ancestors. When we are focusing on family healing, very frequently we are focusing on healing back through generations, generational challenges that are showing up. And this generation, the generation that you currently are, no matter which generation it is, if you are tuning into this message, you are being guided to do ancestral healing. You're being guided to heal some of the wounds that have been passed down from generation to generation. They might be poverty consciousness. They might be cycles of abuse, cycles of feeling persecuted. You are being invited to do what healing you can do. You are being invited to shift and change family patterns and family dynamics. If your family is a family that was unable to discuss or talk about anything, you're being called to be the communicator. You're being called to bring up and discuss the things that need to be shared and discussed. DISCUSSED. So in that way, you can allow healing to bloom and grow, because you can see here, tight in the circle, things are closed up and they're just buds. And the further out it moves, we are moving into blooming and growing and growth. So you can help shift an old family pattern. So pay attention to what you need to look at within the family. I'm going to choose one of these cards, and it depends how it shows up, what it means. Okay, at the top, we look with round cards, we look at the top of the card and see what's here at the top of the card. We have advance to the next level. Keep moving forward. Isn't that wonderful? Here in the month of March, you can march forward. Keep moving forward. Advance to the next level. Advance to this next level in healing. Advance to keep blooming and growing and shifting and changing and allowing family dynamics to shift and change. That might be one of the decisions you need to make. Is what family dynamics need to shift and change. Now, this is then moving towards this. We're inviting this to move forward. Advance to the next level. What do you need to do to advance to the next level? That might be one of the things that's hard for you to decide. Also, pay attention. Does your word interact with these next messages in some way? It's up to you to understand how it interacts and why it interacts and what it is directing you to understand about these cards. Now, when I set these cards out, I don't normally work with reverse cards except when I'm using round cards, and then we pay attention to what comes up. But with reverse cards, I don't normally work with them, but I got told to use reverse cards for this deck. So I did flip around some cards, and if we get a reverse card, I will read to you from the book what it says. And we did not. I thought that was interesting since I did that whole big build-up. All right, 7, into the unknown. So interesting. Look at the dynamics here. Here we have the blindfold on. Here we have the blindfold on. Here we have the arms raised up and crossed over the chest. Here we have them raised up but open out. One of the things that I'm noticing is in her hand, she has like a charm. It's on a chain, and it's wings of some sort. I'm going to see if I can get a close-up of it and see what that is. Well, it looks like a key that has angel wings on it. And then at the other end is a star with a light in the center. So we have the star down here and the chain that comes up and is held in her hand. And then we have the key with angel wings on it. Very interesting. So I'm feeling like your angels are giving you the key to the divine guidance that will help you make decisions, because it relates so much to this card. And the number 7 is all about going within. The number 7 is about assessing. It's about inner awareness. It's about paying attention to what's going on within you and determining what is it that I need to do in order to move forward into the unknown. So you are getting lots of information here that it's important to go within, to find out what is it that I need to do to advance to the next level. What do I need to put down so that I can focus on one other thing? And your angels are saying they have the key, the guidance that you need. And the way to access that is to go within, to turn within and find out exactly what they are trying to tell you. Because for you yourself, you cannot see it. Right now, you can't see it, but they are willing to give you the heads up. Now, the other thing that is calling to me is that we have this railing here, and you are being protected. You have this railing, you have this boundary, and you are being protected in some way from what's out there. So you need not fear the unknown, that there is that sense of protection, that they have your back. They have guardrails in place for you. Okay, that's what I got from that. It's also calling to me, I'm not sure what it's trying to say. Birds that are flying up in the sky remind us to uplift our thoughts, to think of higher thoughts, to access our higher guidance. What I'm feeling about this bird that is sitting here on the railing, see if there's some connection between this bird sitting on this, like what I'm calling this guardrail, this boundary, and if it's sitting there, what does that mean? Right, I found my bird message. And the bird message is bird is a spiritual messenger. It's about high ideals, inspiration, high vibration, and freedom. But here's what caught my eye. The soul set free to fly above the restrictions we have placed on ourselves. So I feel like that bird there is inviting you to fly above the boundaries, the limitations that you have set for yourself, that you have blocked off from being part of that whole big landscape there. So see if that speaks to you. If not, find out what message your birds are going to bring to you. Let's take a look at the book too and see what the book has to say about this. Into the unknown. Trust and all will be revealed. Life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you don't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Ooh, I love that. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. Okay, thank you, Colette Baron Reed, for that inner wisdom. And now let's get a When My Soul Whispered card. Okay, soul, what would you like to share with us? Clarity. Of course, you'd like to share clarity with us. The moon is always a message about intuition and about using your intuition to kind of grow and learn and allow energy. And I find it interesting that the moon's eye is closed here. We have closed vision, and that is again a reminder to go within to get your answers. That what you see with your human eyesight is not what you need to focus on. You want to focus on your spiritual eyesight, your spiritual vision, and of getting information intuitively. Get your clarity intuitively. Find out what you need to do by going within. I think your angels are being very clear about that. All right, now this is a soul truth card. It's about self-awareness. So let's see what message you get. What can I do to make a difference? Interesting. See if anything pops up for you that is related to your word from your first card. What can I do to make a difference? You might want to ask that question as you are reflecting, as you are going within. What can I do to make a difference? Because it's important for you to make a difference. That might be part of your soul path. Let's see what the back of the card has to say. What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams, no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Wow. So pay attention to what fears you have that are cropping up for you as you hear that. What fears, what makes you cringe, what makes you feel stuck and unable to move forward, unable to make a decision? Because today's soul action is make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. And you don't have to do grandiose things to make a difference in someone's life. You can make a difference in someone's life even with the power of your smile. By just smiling and offering the gift of a genuine smile from your heart, where you are conveying that sense of unconditional love, that sense of acceptance of whoever or whatever is in front of you. Just a smile can make a difference. One of the things that I thought was interesting is what ended up on top of this deck is, am I willing? Am I willing to make a difference? Am I willing to call forth from me something that I can create and make a difference from? Usually it has something to do with our fears. How can you take what you are afraid of and make a difference in someone else's life? That would be something to contemplate as you're going within and to get some clarity about. What is it you are being called to do? So just some food for thought. I know that you're intuitive enough that you will figure out exactly what you need to do this month that will be making a difference in someone's life. Because we all make a difference in someone's life just by our very presence. So how can you be present to make a difference in someone's life? Let's get an affirmation. Our affirmation: I release the old and embrace the new. I love that. It is time for transition, which is great because this is the number 3. This is the number of expansion and growth. And the easiest way to grow is to release what no longer serves you so that you can embrace something new. When you release and let go, you open the door for the new and the different. So it is time to release. And we have a 10 and a 1, 2, 3. We have the number 3 showing up here because this is the number 13, but then it adds together to be a 4. And 13, 1 plus 3 equals 4, building that solid foundation. You are invited to build that solid foundation by releasing and letting go, opening your heart and your mind and your hands to what is new, what you are ready to grow and develop and expand into, how you can bloom and grow, how you can advance to that next level, how moving forward in the unknown with your divine guidance, that's the key. Gaining the clarity and then doing what you need to do to help you, because you are the queen of thoughts. You are the steward of those thoughts. You take those thoughts that you have and you create from them. That is the essence of the third month. Creating from your highest and greatest and most wonderful thoughts. I hope that you find this to be an amazing month for you, a blessing for you. It is always a little bit unnerving to be going into the unknown, to advancing to a new level where you don't know where anything is, to be letting go of the old, sometimes the comfortable, because we feel so comfortable with those old thoughts, with those old beliefs, with those old traditions. And yet we are being invited to take wing, to stop being what crawls upon the ground and crawls upon the leaves, and instead let ourselves be birthed and take wing and fly and soar and create from a new perspective, one that is higher, one that we see more broadly than just crawling around on a stem and on a leaf. Instead, we take to the air and we see exactly what we need to see. We have a bigger perspective, a greater window to see things from that new perspective. So I hope March is filled with insight, filled with that sense of self-confidence. And when you are the queen of something, you are a leader, and you have the energy and the drive and the nurturing potential to create the changes that you need to create, to let go of what no longer works for you and create what will lead you to a new level, lead you into the unknown, because that will make a difference. You make a difference. And every time you grow and bloom, you make a difference in the mass consciousness. You make a difference in your own life. You make a difference in your family's life. You make a difference in the world just by being you and following your divine guidance. Have a blessed and wonderful month. If any of this spoke to you, please leave a like and share this link with a friend, and pay attention to what words spoke to you. See how those apply through this whole reading, or how it applies to you this month of March. If you have a mind to, go back and listen to February's talk and see what your angels gave you and see it from that new perspective. Not how you anticipated it would be, but how those ideas showed up in your life. Bye for now. Have a wonderful, wonderful month of March.